They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Spartans in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, San Jose State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice. Quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply
turning it off. He's at the 40, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, no.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where he is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can strength, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the 1st down.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats.
Rush, dog. That was bogus. That was bogus.
After that tight first quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun.
I was not expecting him to say, what? Why are we coming at the field goal? It's bogus.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
We just get hurt now.
Run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the right.
Got some momentum to the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's knocked out of bounds, and he's still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Back to pass, it's Berry. Caught behind the line, it's Cuevas. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Cuevas. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the back. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Makes the grab on the left. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds a man in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And they've regained the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Using his legs, it's Cuevas. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Send the tight end in motion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that linebacker timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held onto the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. From the the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back to the ground with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Spartans are on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The short hands, it's Contreras. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on third down for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. By finds his man. It's Avent. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Muscling ahead on third and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Spartans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Seminoles. He got a step and just dusted.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Oh, he's got some space. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, San Jose State.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Florida State.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. so here comes our first play of overtime. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Looking for his man in the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. He's looking to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Spartans. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
To the air, it's Barry. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Going for it all. Touchdown, no! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Avant. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Unloads quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And now they regain the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The RPO fired complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against our top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. No problem at all as he knocks it through and we'll go to another overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. The snap sets up the throw. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat.
San Jose State 37, Florida State 34.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Dropping back, it's Berry. He makes the grab for the two and ties the game.
And here we go again. Goodness gracious, another tie ball game, another overtime. These teams just going back and forth, answering the call over and over again.
David, I hope you don't have a flight you have to catch after this game, because we are going to be here a while. This is back and forth in overtime. Everybody's converting two-point plays. I don't even want this game to stop.
From the gun, looking for a man. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime.